My name is Bruce Hill. I'm the chef and owner of Pizzeria Picco in Larkspur, California. I think the most important thing about great pizza is your oven and the temperature that you're on your oven at. We run a wood-fired oven here at Picco. Our dough is made in a fashion that retards it. So we make the dough one day, we leave it in bulk, let it rest, let it rise slowly. The second day we make it into balls, we let that rest. The third day we'll actually be using the dough. We make all of our mozzarella in-house. We use wonderful organic vegetables to top our pizzas. And what's really important about those vegetables is that we're really sourcing out stuff that's local, that is seasonal, and trying to use as many of those toppings in a raw fashion. So, for example, we might make a potato pizza, and we'll put raw slices of potato that have been tossed in olive oil on top of the pizza. In that minute and a half, the vegetable is cut so that it can cook on top of that pizza very, very quickly, and you get a great result that way. I think it really gives you a concentration of flavor when you're cooking vegetables from raw on top of the pizzas because of that intense heat that's in the oven. It's extremely important to have a wood-fired oven. There's really no other authentic way to make pizza. It has to be wood-fired. We choose almond wood here in California instead of oak or hickory, which you may see in other regions, because almond wood is so prevalent because there's a great amount of almond orchard around. So we find that that's a sustainable choice, and that's why we choose the almond wood. It's extremely important to cook your pizzas as hot as you possibly can. Basically, it's a dance. It's a dance between the dough and the fire, and you don't want the fire to win over the dough, so you can't leave it in any one spot for too long. You're basically getting your pizza in the oven, letting the bottom of the crust set up just enough so that you can get your tool underneath to lift it, and then you start to move your pizza around and start to brown the crust evenly. Once that crust is browned evenly, you're going to lift the pizza up into the hot spot of the oven, which is about a foot off the deck, and usually holding it at an angle, letting the fire radiate up off of the top of the oven and then back down to the pizza, and that's going to finish browning the top. And the philosophy behind Picco, the restaurant, first and foremost, is that Picco is all about sharing. It's about sharing your food with your friends, with your dining companions, and all the food that we serve is designed to be shared.